Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2020 and it's the return of the promotion project after a little bit of a hiatus to do the Sheffield United season, which was a lot of fun. But we're back with the promotion project, which I wasn't sure I was going to be saying that or not, because it took us a long time to get a job. We found a job, but we're in December. It's taken a while. We were at Inverness for a little while. I'll show you sort of how much I did while I was there, because I didn't resign until maybe a couple of weeks before this date here, so it was sort of early December that I resigned. So we did play, I think, about 10 games or something like that. I think it was exactly 10 games we played, because we're now in the middle of a break while they do the 2022 World Cup. So I'm going to show you what we've been up to with Inverness before I show you our new club. If you are enjoying the videos, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do consider subscribing and turning on notifications, and let's jump into it. So of course, we were promoted with Inverness to the Scottish Premiership last season, and yeah, so it was time for us to find a new job because we'd done the promotion. We needed to move on. But we just weren't getting any job offers. We had a few interviews, or a number of interviews, but no offers ever came through. So we stayed at Inverness until quite recently. Billy Clark is in charge. I don't know if he's a caretaker manager. He is, yeah. We've only resigned like quite recently. As you can see, I bought a lot of players for this side because it needed them. And there were some free transfers that left as well. McHattie, Harper, Cole, Graham, Russell. Lots of players that left on a free, either at the end of their contracts or picked up for nothing, but a lot of players brought in. I'm not going to go through them all. I'm going to go through like some of the key ones that actually played some minutes for us. Some of these guys I don't think ever even played for me. So key players, I'd say Daniel Harvey is one of them, left back that we signed, £71,000 from Ayr. Not too bad for Scotland actually. Like he played some games from the under 21s, and he's a player that, you know, he kind of comes into something in the game. He's 24 years old at this point. It's 2022. Like with the right love and care, this guy could actually be a pretty solid left back for you, I think. Ziggy Gorm was brought in at right back from Motherwell, £48,000 for the 29-year-old. Decent, well-rounded physically, some decent technical attributes in there as well. Good tackler with the ball. On loan from Celtic, we've got a Norwegian called Philip Muller de Lavaris, who did pretty well for them. Got a couple of goals in the 9 appearances he had. Looked pretty good. Aidan Nesbitt was a right winger brought in from Dundee, £85,000, scored 3 goals and also scored a goal in the Betfred Cup. Nick Roder on loan. I don't know how we got this guy because he's very good. He's actually, when he joined us, he was, for us, a 5-star player. He was that good compared to us. He came on loan from Spurs, got 6 goals in 9 appearances. I think 2 or 3 of those were penalties, but this guy was very, very good, looked good, and I don't know how we got him. So, in the Premiership, after these 11 games, it was 11 games, not 10, we found ourselves in 5th place, which is not too bad at all. I'm not sure where we were predicted to get, but 5 wins, 1 draw, 5 defeats. It's okay. And yeah, we did end with a pretty poor run, but we got some good results out there. So if we look at the schedule, you can see in the Betfred Cup, we won 3 out of 4 games, beating Celtic Hearts, East Fife and Arbroath, losing to Dundee. And in the second round, we drew Celtic and lost 2-0. And then in the Ladbrokes Premiership, you can see that we started with a draw against Hibs, lost to Aberdeen, but then 3 wins in a row against Morton, Kilmarnock and Hearts, 2 of them away from home, which is good. We then lost at home to Rangers and at home to Livingston, so doing better away from home than we are in front of our own fans, it seems. A good 1-0 away win against Motherwell and then a home win against St Mirren, and that was before defeats away against Dundee United and Celtic. And that's where we left off after that. We had a bit of a break, and now it seems like they're coming back with some friendlies. The World Cup is, I think, sort of underway, and then they've got their first game back on Boxing Day against Morton, but we're no longer there. Just out of interest, what is going on in the World Cup? Is it taking place? It is, and it's still in Qatar as well. They're at the semi-final stage, so they're almost... How have Jamaica got to a World Cup semi-final? What? Hello? Okay, who's playing for Jamaica? And how are they in a World Cup semi-final? Leon Bailey is playing for them. That might go some way to explaining it, because he's good. Ravel Morrison... Like Mariappa is a Premier League player and he's 36. How have they done this? What is going on? England finished bottom of their group behind Jamaica and Spain and Nigeria. Didn't win a group game, 2 draws and 1 defeat. That's not good for them. So we have left Inverness and we have got our new club. We've yet to actually confirm the deal, but we have been approached for the job. Of course, we were in Turkey before we were in Scotland with Fatih Karagümrük, got them promoted to the Turkish Super League. They since got relegated with very few points, just a really bad tally and hardly any goals. So it didn't go too well for them after I left. Hopefully Inverness will do better in my absence. We'll have to wait and see how they do. But after an 1,800-mile journey from Turkey to Scotland, we're travelling another 1,600 miles east and we're going to the Ukraine. We could have gone absolutely anywhere. Like the jobs we'd be getting, Ukraine, Croatia. We opened up France and Spain as well. So we had the 2nd and 3rd leagues in Spain and France. We did get an interview with a team that was in the French 3rd tier, but didn't get beyond that. So let's have a look at our job offer then. And it is Untitled Chapter. They've offered us a 2-year deal on £875 a week to take the managerial job. I don't care if they have no money. I'm taking the job because it's the only job I've been offered so far. So even if this is the hardest job in the world with no money, they're in financial turmoil, I'm taking it because it's the best I've got. It's the only thing I've got. Untitled Chapter hire Brown. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the 32-year-old. That makes me feel bad. I don't want to be 32. Who has recently spent time away from club football. 3 weeks, that's all. They're currently 5th place in the Ukrainian First League, so they want top 3, so they're not quite achieving what they want so far, but hopefully we can steer them towards that. Okay, so I know nothing about this team. I haven't even looked them up. I've got no idea what I'm working with here, but they've got a 2-star reputation. Media prediction is 3rd, and an assistant manager called Sergei Vistun. Do you know what? This is going to be my worst pronunciation so far. At least Scottish speak English and Turkish I know a little bit from previously managing Turkish players. I'm going to have no clue here. But our assistant manager, 12, 10 and 10. It's not too bad. No club history, no honours. If they were founded in 2013. So this is a very young team, a very young club. At this point, we're in 2022. So this club is 9 years old. They play their home games at Untitled and possess adequate training facilities and adequate youth facilities. That's not too bad. At least it's not poor. Average academy coaching and a fairly basic youth recruitment network. The club is affectionately known as the Cossacks. Nice. With no real competition history of note, the Cossacks are a club with a trophy cabinet waiting to be filled. We'll help them out with that, do not worry. Untitled Chapter finished runners-up in the Ukrainian Cup in 2019. Wow, that's actually quite impressive. And finished runners-up in the Ukrainian 2nd tier for the only time in 2020. So the Ukrainian Cup runners-up, that's actually quite good. And I like the dude on the badge as well. He's holding like a bayonet or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Few players in on loan. Pretty basic formation. I think we should probably be able to do something with that because this is what we played with Inverness. So we're pretty much going to try and maybe keep our tactic the same and see if these players can fit in. And if not, try and work some more players around it to get some in. We'll see. All right, so some players in the last years of their deals. We've got some that they'd like to renew, but it says financial position not strong enough. So that's a good sign straight away, is that this club probably doesn't have much money, if any. So the season expectation is that they want a top half finish. Apparently we've got 96 days until our next fixture. Okay, we don't have a game until March. What am I going to do for 3 months? I mean, I know we're in the middle of the World Cup, but I guess Ukraine, like, you never know with the climate in Ukraine because it's probably really wintry. So their winter break must be pretty long. So when we come back, we'll only have 9 games. They've played most of their season because they start early in July. So they've played most of their season. They've only got 9 matches left. But they've been doing okay. A bit of a shaky start. They only won one of their first 6 games. But then August went pretty well. They won 4 games in a row, including the cup game. They're not doing too badly. 5th place, it's pretty good, and hopefully we can keep them there. We'll have to wait and see. But 9 games to go. Hopefully we can get some results in those ones. It's going to take a while to get to March with no games. How far are we from everyone else then? We're actually only 7 points from Lviv at the top of the table, and only 4 points off second with Kovalivka. Balkani, Mykolaiv are ahead of us, not far ahead of us. We're level on points with Cherkaskia, who's another team that we had an interview with. We could do well here. This could be a very quick promotion. We might do this in 9 games and then get another job. It's not out of the question. If we get promoted, with in these 9 games. That's it. We're done and we're leaving after 9 matches. Okay, so the squad. Let's have a look at the squads. We've got 2 goalkeepers, so that's fine. Don't need any work there, although one of them is retiring, it seems. Central defenders, we've got a couple. Vadim Popov's on loan. He's also a centre-back, so 3 centre-backs. And also Meski as well. Is he a centre-back? No, he's more of a midfielder, but he can play at centre-back. So 3 centre-backs, that's okay. 2 right-backs. 2 left-backs, so the defence is looking pretty good. Doesn't look like we've got too much attack-wise, though. We've got 3 midfielders. Tikachenko is for the left-hand side. He looks okay. Kurenkov down the middle. Skidan up front. Kozak also up front, although maybe on the left. No, he's not really got a... He's more of a striker, really. Okay, so we're lacking players out wide. I think defence-wise, they look pretty set. That Doranin could probably be better, so we can try and improve on him. I don't know if we've got a transfer window anytime soon. I've got no idea. Again, I think we've got a pretty good base of a team. I think, like I said, we just need a few players out wide. There's a couple of players here that we probably can get rid of, like Doranin, and this other 2-star player here, Kozak. Might need to take him out as well. 28 years old. He is wanted and transfer listed, so we can try and get rid of him and maybe try and lose some of that wage. What are we like contract wise? No one's earning over £1,000. Do we have any budgets? We do have £400 a week available. Do we have a scouting budget? We've got no packages. We have £7,500 in the scouting budget, which is only enough to scout senior players in the first league. So we'll do that. It's going to be difficult, but we've got a decent squad. What have they been playing? Let's have a look at their last game. They beat Agrobusiness. That's an amazing name. Agrobusiness. They beat them 2-1. Okay, so they played wingbacks. Interesting. It was basically a 5-3-2 with wingbacks. Okay, we can do something with that. I'm not opposed to using a back 3. So tactical styles. They're suggesting wing play, route 1, or Catenaccio, which I don't think I've ever used Catenaccio. Looks to nullify the opposition's attacking threats. Highly structured defensive approach. A defence-focused style that primarily looks to deny the opposition goal-scoring opportunities. A libero is traditionally deployed to offer cover behind the defensive line. I don't like the sound of that. It sounds a little bit too cowardly, and while we might have the system to do it, I don't like the sound of that. It sounds a bit too defensive for my liking, and for a team that's looking to finish in the top half and maybe get a promotion push, I don't like the sound of that. Wing play, maybe. I think that will work better. Maybe not with wing backs, but we'll see. And then route 1, again, doesn't work best with that formation it suggested, but it did say 4-4-1-1. I think that's what it said before. So we could use one of those. 4-1-4-1. I think that's the one that it was suggesting right at the start. I think wing play might be the way to go. It's a balanced style because I don't want to play defensive. I want to score goals. So we're going to go wing play, and we're going to try and do something with this. But we could, have a second system which has the 3 at the back and the wing backs. But we're going to go with this with a wing play. Okay, it's going to be a bit of a grind to get through that, man. It's not going to be fun. Oh God, look at this, the finances. £964,000 in debt. It's bad when your finance graph looks like a hedgehog. Okay, rules then. Let's have a look at what we can do. So the top 2 get promoted to the Premier League. So we're not far behind them. I think it said 4 points, was it? Yeah, 4 points. So that's okay. Looking down the bottom 2 get relegated, and the next 2 go into a promotion/relegation playoff. Hopefully we won't be involved in that at all. 16 teams, 30 games, so you play each team twice. Very basic, I like it. No more than 3 foreign players in the starting 11. Under 21s automatically eligible for all matches. Only players registered for this competition are eligible. 7 subs names, maximum 5 used. You get 5 subs. Okay. Okay. League sorting rules. Goal difference is preferred over head-to-head, so scoring goals and not conceding too many is going to be important. Transfer windows. We do have a transfer window from January 1st to March 1st. That's going to be handy. So a nice long time to get some players in. Squad registration, at least 4 players trained at the club and 8 trained in the same nation. Transfer and registration rules, loan rules, maximum of 6 foreign-based players over 22 allowed on loan at a time. It's more than Scotland, which was only 4, I think. And 6 players over 22 allowed on loan to a foreign club at a time. Okay, so that's loaning players out and bringing players in on loan. Okay. With the squad that we've got, they've been doing okay, and hopefully we can keep that going. We don't really have a lot of money, but there's probably enough there to get in one free transfer, and hopefully we can move a couple of players on, because there's a couple here that I think we do want to try and move on. There was the 2 sort of players that were like 2 stars. I'll see you in March. No idea how long it's going to take to get there, but it is possible that there won't be a video Thursday, because I don't know how long it's going to take to play 3 months. I'm not playing any matches though, so hopefully it'll be okay. I might have to holiday some of it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, here is our new club, Untitled Chapter. If I say anything wrong, I'm sorry. I don't know Ukrainian. I'm going to see if I can try and not learn it, but try and work out a few bits of pronunciation, because obviously I've got no clue. But we'll see how we go. For now though, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do consider subscribing and turning on notifications. And welcome to Ukraine. I don't know how this is going to go, but it may be a very short stay. If we get promotion in the 9 games, then it's going to be a very, very short stay. But we'll see how we go. Anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.